Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, and we are in Madden 19 going with our YouTube franchise here. And this is our announcement video. I wanted to pick a team that was sort of on the back end of a quarterback so we can draft one, as well as having some solid playmakers on the outside. And so, without further ado, our franchise will be the New York Giants. So with Odell Beckham, Landon Collins, Damian Harrison, those are the key players here. We will be playing as an owner. And I really went with the New York Giants because that defense we can build around. I do end up drafting a lot of linebackers. We can rebuild the defense. And as well, we're going to be Will Lutz. That is our middle linebacker from our previous Bears series. So, looking at this roster from the top down, the defense is something to build around. Janoris Jenkins on the outside, Landon Collins, Harrison, Tomlinson. You also got Eli Apple on the outside. So there's some pieces to build around. And on an offense, Saquon Barkley also out there. But our first project will be Eli Manning. He's going in his 15th year. We'll see how he plays. If he plays good this first year, and depending where our draft pick is, as well as what's out there, we might take a stab at a quarterback. But we're going to be leaning on Saquon Barkley here a lot, and he is just an absolute beast. That's one of the things I want to do, a runner that can go out there and make some moves. And then on the outside, Odell Beckham Jr. as well, a young guy, 95 overall, just a stud on the outside, can go up and grab that football. And that's what I definitely want, at least one receiver. Then we get Sterling Shepard. Now, personally, I think Sterling Shepard needs a little work on the deep routes, but I think he can at least play a lot of those slot portions. We might play him a little bit in the slot and three receiver sets, but we'll have to see. Evan Ingram as well. I like having some fast tight ends out here. He's got 90 speed. And the offensive line is really a wreck on the right side, but we have Will Hernandez, Nate Solder brought in from the Patriots. And then at center and right guard, we need some help. And right tackle, we definitely need something after Eric Flowers. And so there's a lot of rebuilding on this offensive line. I actually end up doing a lot of franchises with some offensive line builds, so I'm not worried about that. BJ Hill will be the left end, the rookie out of NC State. He can maybe grow in, he can play some. We'll see him out there in a lot of our 4-3 packages, or our 4-3 packages out there. And Dalvin Tomlinson and Damian Harris, though, are going to be the key points of this line. He is the nose tackle, but might be moving around some assets all over the place. And in the linebacking core, not the best. Kareem Martin will be playing on the left. Alec Ogletree, who I was pretty high on, but after that, dropping down in the 60s. So we'll probably use a hybrid safety look for the first year. And Olivier Vernon, that's on the right side. So we definitely need to invest in some pass rushers. Carter's pretty intriguing. You might see what he can do opposite Vernon. And then we go into the secondary, which is probably the strength of this defense besides the front three, being the ends and the tackles will be playing. And that's Janoris Jenkins leading that one. Good man coverage, good zone out there, and he can ball pretty good. With Eli Apple, only 23, his third year in the season, and so he can look to grow. But then you have Beal, who's also 22. We'll have to use him in the slot. Darren Thompson, Adams might be looking a little bit at a hybrid middle as well as Thomas, but Landon Collins is the one sure tackler. He needs to come up and play in the box a lot, and that's going to take down from what he can do deep. So we definitely need to invest in some safety help in this franchise. Biggest thing, we need another box safety when it's not Landon Collins, and well, a safety, free safety completely. This year we got an extra 7th from the Rams, but other than that, we have all of our draft picks going through in a row. In our division, the Cowboys with Dak and Elliott, the Eagles, just coming off a Super Bowl victory, and the Redskins making some moves and bringing in Alex Smith. So this is a division that's steadily on the up. Here's the guys we're going to be looking at for our training. And we're going to see a little practice here. Saquon Barkley going the outside. Good juke, good spin move. And Eli Apple and Thompson brings him down. Here's another run with Barkley. He's showing off that speed going up to the 10 until he is brought down there by Goodson, I believe that was. But Solder is going to be beat with a lot of speed rushes. And so we might have to invest in an entire tackle position. But here's why I like Ogletree can step back, make that pick, make some good defense. But here's Barkley. Here's what he has. The spin move on the outside and Collins' ability to move and adjust. But Eli Manning, if he makes some throws like this, and this is something we need all year to Odell Beckham, going over the middle like that, we can do some damage. But first we have to get through Jalen Ramsey. Our week 1 opponent is the Jacksonville Jaguars. He is their best and highest rated player on that team. And by God, he's a beast. So we'll look through this roster here. Blake Bortles at the quarterback position, not the greatest on a deep accuracy, but he can stretch the field. His receivers have some speed to get under it, but they really lead on their running game with Leonard Fournette there, and their receivers, young and upcoming. The oldest one, I think, was 26 there. But they have a good offensive line, and that's one thing we're going to have to deal with without a pass rush, I'm thinking. And so we might have to blitz a lot and deal with Calais Campbell, Njoku, Marcel Darius, Malik Jackson. This defense is going to cause us issues until you get into a possible coverage linebacker. Miles Jack playing in that center role, that middle linebacker, and he looks like a stud. I think he missed last year with a torn ACL. And now Telvin Smith coming in his 5th year. He's going to be out on the right side. Not a lot to get around blocks if we get into the second level, but the power of that roster is in the secondary. Gibson is another guy that's kind of underrated, and so is Barry Church. And so I'll see you guys when we go into week 1 in our New York Giants franchise. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you guys later.